Alright, hello and welcome once again. We're here on Game 8 in this crazy clan war. And I was saying before we got into this, guys, I expected this to be a one-sided sweep, but this has been very close. Currently the score is 4-3 if you've not been keeping up. And it's finally here in the upper left corner of the map, our red Protoss player playing for Clarity Gaming Community. It is NeXe with the Nexus.
And his opponent in the lower right-hand corner, and from Team oGaming's Academy, it is our pink Orin.
What type of unit do you think he's going to make this game, Ord? Roaches for Roach Warren.
Oh, I should have got that. Yep, I should have got that.
We'll see if he actually does or not. Roaches are not the most effective things to use against Protoss, but in the mid game, they are the great scrappy units. Like, even if you're teching melee and you're looking to go for the late game Ultra or Broodlord or something crazy, Roaches still perform admirably well in the mid game.
Actually, we didn't really get a lot of feedback on Warren, but I'm happy to report that this is the grudge match. Because NeXe is representing Clarity Gaming, but he was once a part of oGaming.
Oh, shit!
Warren actually took it personally to eliminate his former teammate and to prove that the team that he went to is better. So this is a little grudge match that we got going on. These guys don't like each other that much.
Well, I don't know if it's dislike of one another, but it's cool that there's that extra fire, the passion involved, where it's like, you left us, man! You left us behind, I'm gonna show you how wrong that was! It's like an ex-girlfriend. I don't miss him at all! I don't even... Who cares about him?
I'm fine. I'm happy now.
Yeah. Well, Warren with a pull first was expecting a little too much, I think. 6 Lings coming out. Star Station is a massive map. The cannon should be up and running. You can, of course, slip 2 Lings by the cannon if you try and run 6 in if your opponent's not walling it off, but if NeXe knows what he's doing, this should not really... This should be a waste of Lings, basically, for Warren, if he does this correctly.
Quite possibly, yeah. Forge is going to finish up Gateway, and
Oh, Gateway before the cannon. Their cannon will not actually be finished in time. He's got to leave the probe on hold position, or that wall's going to get broken. Actually, Star Station be the mass map it is, it should still finish, even if it's just barely. And of course, in a worst case scenario, NeXe get thrown on a pylon.
he's got the probe there, so I mean, really the only risk is to lose that probe because he's not paying attention.
I'm wrong. The timing on this is really going to be poor. He didn't put a building down. He's going to run right past the cannon. 6 Lings in the main this early can be game-endingly bad. I mean, it's not until Stalkers are on the field he can actually deal with this. NeXe,
at least 1 probe that's dead so far, but all 6 got in here, and a little bit of dancing back and forth. As long as he continues to keep the income lower from NeXe than it is for him right now.
As long as he pulls workers off, we see here at the bottom the income is already suffering due to this. NeXe losing quite a bit just by pulling workers for even a second. Oh man, look at this falter, guys. It's basically like having 5 less workers on a consistent basis if you can't keep mining like this.
And as long as we're mentioning it, special shout out to Flamga, the designer of this interface, because yeah, that's an awesome.
Yeah, the fact that we can tell this without having to tab through like 100 different income, unit loss, etc. tabs. Love that he made this for us.
Oh, and again, we have more probes getting pulled off.
They're so low.
None are in gas. He's got both the simulators.
Oh no! Or this is critical that he doesn't have either any in gas. He can't get a stalker out. A zealot cannot catch up to slow Lings.
He's got 2. How do you have 2 gas? What?
I don't know, but he's managed to do it. He's got warp tech on the way, but this zealot, if he micros these Lings,
is a surround. Oh, loses
1 single Ling. This is
nice.
This is so rough for NeXe. I mean, he really should have just planted a cannon in his main at this point. With how much he's been pulling off, he's essentially lost that 250 minerals. A cancel on that pylon. Oh my god! And behind this, guys, Warren's taking a 3rd base. His APM's through the roof because, of course, he's microing like mad, but it's paying off.
He's going back and forth, doing a fantastic job, continuing to force NeXe to pull off. I mean, NeXe's doing a pretty good job reacting at a minimal amount to everything that's going on.
I disagree. He should have had a mothership core. He should have had a stalker out by now. He's not losing
Well,
much.
I'm just referring purely to the probe reaction.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
so the one mistake he made there was with how many were in gas. But yeah, he definitely should have had other reactions so far for defense. But oh,
Some really nice zealot kiting. It's not quite enough though. Oh, two links still get out. And again, pulling these workers. You know, or I really wish I could show people like the graphs in game that you see at the end of the game.
Oh god, that would be just like, you know, if faintly in the background across the center, as if it's their heartbeat, because that's what it is.
Which is the economy button? I can't actually see it on the.
The income?
No, not income. There's like an actual economy tab. I can't find it on our UI. I'll have to look it up another time. But
I mean, like spending S.
No, not spending. Oh, spending shows the economy though. That's actually gonna work. So we see just like how much the difference is here for our Protoss player. Just how little he's been able to spend. I mean, he's got a massive bank, but look at this. Finally, the probes clean up those.
I know.
Oh man, you know what? With the story you told at the start of this game, when Warren snuck in past that cannon, I bet you he had the biggest shit-eating grin on his face.
This is probably true. I totally would have as well if I were him. And just, yes, yes. Oh, but there are now 6 gateways on the way. Definitely NeXe is going to commit to that 2-base aggression pretty soon, and why would he do anything else? He kind of has to, and it might actually end up just being for defense at this point, because Warren doubling him supply right now. His income is way better, significantly better, has the injects going on all 3 bases.
It's not just supply though, he's got his tech coming out. He's got double the workers, he's got units on the field. I mean, NeXe has to cause damage. The second he sees this 3rd base, his heart is going to sink into his chest.
Yeah, definitely. And he's got the +1. Oh my goodness, all 6, 7 now. Day9 did a fantastic breakdown of why 7 is aggressive, as 6 is not, and 8 is not sustainable as far as Protoss goes. So he's at this 7 point.
You know what? Actually, this is one of those rare occasions where, because he's got that stupidly large bank from how little he was able to do, having those extra gateways on the field wouldn't exactly hurt if he's going for an all-in. Because look at his bank. I mean, he's still got 1,000 minerals just chilling. Warren, though, behind us, taking a 4th base ord. Gonna catch this pylon. NeXe cannot catch a break this game.
No, he can't. And, there's actually kind of a decent number of stalkers here in comparison, but oh my goodness, so many Zerglings. And he's actually going to split them up and might get this round. Oh, he's not paying attention at all.
Oh, he gets the probe.
Kills the probe.
Yeah, definitely worth it. You need to stop the pylons from coming out. Have them as far away as possible with these glowing red zealots coming across the field now. A little bit scary. Lings are flooding back, but there's a zealot here in hold position. Just warped in. Cannon's going to take care of these Lings. And NeXe is going for ventricle sacks. Are we going to see Baneling drops on top of the sentries that don't exist, Ord? This is a little bit worrisome.
Not a single, like, where is he going to get the gas?
Yeah, well, it's great. It's great planning tactics. If he is able to rain Bane on top of sentries, that's how you do it. But oh man, Zealot's getting absolutely annihilated.
No.
A sub-sun coming out of Warren. Oh my God, he had that on copy paste ready to go.
Yeah, that ready.
That is awesome, and NeXe now going to get surrounded here. Stalker's in a pretty decent position, but the Zerglings are still going to take them out, and Warren has really, he lost a lot to shut this down, but he's able to replace it. He's got 4 freaking bases on the map.
Just about the best position he could have imagined, though, with those Stalkers.
Yeah, really.
To take out
Well,
each.
Well, we got more Banelings on the way. Ventricle Sacks finishing up here. We got the Pneumatized Carapace, so speed is already out, and, you know, Zealots, they're really beefy. They're not like Marines. They don't melt to the Banelings, but the Banelings, of course, still do that big extra hit of damage to Zealots, guys. They are light units.
Yeah. And we do have some Zerglings up in the north towards the 3rd. I'm waiting for them to turn into Banelings. I'm thinking they're going to. There's a lot of minerals and gas in the bank.
Well,
1,000 plus each for Warren, actually.
Before we get too excited about this, let's not forget we had another Zerg player today get a little bit cocky with his Banelings and throw the game.
Oh, slow Banelings rolling in here, they do just
Well,
evaporate, though.
They're not really slow. They do have the speed, but man, the Zealot spread there was really nice, and of course the Stalkers don't take too much damage from it. He has to knock down the Zealots so he can use the Zerglings on the Stalkers.
And right now, there's Overseer in the main that's able to see that no other tech choices have been made. It's literally what's on the map right now for NeXe, and that is only 67 supply.
You know what?
Here, surrounded, more banelings.
Oh, they collide on
in.
everything, Stalkers included. And Lord, we needed another sub-sun for that one, I think.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
But okay, they're the banelings you wanted that were morphed in outside the base. They're gonna roll in here. No sentries, no force fields. The Forge is just barely gonna live with 35 health. He needed one more baneling.
At 35 lives, the Zerglings do manage to take it out, though, and I think we're going to probably see, yeah, another morph in. Yeah. Oh my god. 25 more. Some Zealots are put in front, but that's really not what he needs. He's
got sentries. He's got force fields available.
You can put a Nexus up front, really, right now. Just start building those as defense. You can put the Forge back in the same spot. And I don't know about that idea.
Well, you know, if you force fields it off, nope, never mind.
Nice.
Immediately taken out.
Moment too late.
And now he's burned all his force fields, which is really scary because all the banelings were not trapped. He's ready to go back in with more. Oh god, how many banelings is this currently? 27 banelings. Oh my god, it's like hypnotic watching them pulse here.
Oh, this is so nice, too. The Overseer laying down the corruption
Lord, we got the Overlords. He's gonna drop. He's gonna drop everything into the main.
Oh, no, here they come. NeXe has been doing a really good job holding on to this game despite that disadvantage that he's been at since the very beginning, but this,
Oh, the
this
Bane
I think
Rain.
is too much.
He's not even gonna pick up the Lings. It's just gonna be Bane Rain. 3 Overlords going in first because they're empty. He doesn't want the good ones sniped off. Oh gosh.
Oh, just right on top.
The sentries moving back immediately. They know that they're the target. Carpet bombing the world.
Force fields, I'm not sure that was very helpful.
No, it actually traps the units in, allowing the Zerglings to just flood in, but it's a little too much anyways. Not enough here for NeXe to hold this, and man, the banelings take out all of those drone probes.
Dancing, oh, the humanity.
Well, GG, I guess.
I suppose.
GG, well played as called. And oGaming is gonna They're gonna tie this up once more. It is 4-4. We're gonna have a legitimate best of 9.
That's fantastic. It comes all the way down. I did not think it would happen. I was like, it'll be like, 6-3 or so. But